If you're feeling mentally drained as a mom, I want to say this as a way to inspire you to start taking care of yourself. There is such a thing as you being present, but being very unpleasant. And the goal as a mother and a wife is that we want to be here, we want to be present, but we also want to be pleasant to be around, because otherwise it's like, girl, go somewhere and take care of yourself. So if you're mentally drained, if you're exhausted, and you're meeting your family with that energy, and I'm not blaming you in any way, I'm just pointing this out and saying that you need to take advantage of the resources that you have, and you need to seek help and get the things that you need so that you're properly aligned and showing up appropriately for your family. But just because mom is here and she's home and she's with us doesn't mean that we're all having a good time. Because if mom is in a terrible mood, if mom is shouting at everybody, mom's fussy, mom's grumpy because the dishes aren't done, mom's feeling overwhelmed, she's going to make everybody in the house feel uncomfortable. She's going to make everybody in the house feel like they have to walk on eggshells. And there is such a thing as being around and being there, but not being a very pleasant person. This happens with abusive, narcissistic fathers. If you're in the home, yeah, you're here, but you're making the home unwell. You're making the home so tense with all of this terrible energy because everybody's walking on eggshells, not wanting to upset you. It's the same thing as a grumpy mom. It's the same thing as a mom who's worn out and has not had the ability to like take time for herself. You have to find some ways to take time for yourself.
Yeah, we can't take time. We need to take time for ourselves. Everybody needs time for themselves. And it is hard to make that time because there's so much to do. But if you use some of them time-saving hacks, you might find a little bit of time, a little corner of time, something. If you have a village of people that are there around you to help you, use them up. They know you need help. Don't just sit there and act like you can't ask. Ask those people. Ask your family. Ask your loved ones. Ask the people that you feel safe that will take care of your kids. Ask them. If you have a supportive circle or village around you that can help you with your kids, use them. Use them. Use them. Use them wisely, though. Don't misuse them or abuse them. Use them when you really need that time to yourself. All moms need time to recharge. Take that time.
The time doesn't always allow it. I know we don't always have the communities that we need to be able to exercise getting the help that we need, but we still have to prioritize it. And we still have to find healthy outlets. And we also, even when you can't prioritize it, we have to practice restraint. And I know sometimes it's like, well, girl, I've been doing this all day. I've been putting on a mask all day. When I come home, I want to let my hair down. But why do we give the people who we love the most the worst version of ourselves? Why are we so comfortable doing that?
Is she talking about me? Because when I get home, I'll be like, everything off, pajamas. Then I'll put my bonnet on. I think she's talking about me, y'all.
Being pleasant to be around. And it is hard, y'all. You're going to have hard days. These children going to drive you up the wall. Your husband might drive you up the wall sometimes. But we still have to exercise restraint, and we still have to find appropriate outlets so that we're being able to get these things out, get our emotions out, get our expressions out. Have time to yourself. Talk to the Lord. Like, we have to prioritize these things so that we can show up as the best version of ourselves in all of our relationships. And I just want y'all to remember, like I said, this idea of being present and being pleasant, because there's no use of you being around and being there for everybody and being mom of the year visually, but you're not pleasant to be around, because that's also going to do damage to some aspects of your family. So I'm not sure what it looks like for you. Get the help that you need. Talk to whoever it is in your family about helping you out with these things. If you have a husband, talk to your husband about these things in a respectful way, because he wants to help you. So he's going to help you to solve that problem. But yeah, do your best. And I'm not trying to make it seem like there's so much pressure on moms, but think about your upbringing too. Did you have a parent or a mom who was around all the time and who was there for you, but she was just always shouting, always fussy, always in a terrible mood? And how did that impact you? Do you want to repeat the same thing with your family?
She makes a valid point. To think about our own upbringing. How was it? Was mom always yelling? Was mom always upset? Thankfully, my mom wasn't always yelling. So We were pretty obedient children in the house. We did pretty good for the most part. But of course, we all have our times. We all have our challenges and things that we have to go through in life. But she makes a good point. When we think about how we were brought up, do we want our kids to have that same experience that we had? So if you need to take a break, if you need to unwind, if there's things that you need to do for yourself, make sure that you're doing them. Because a better you, when you bring a better you to the table, you're making better mini-me's, little better yous around the house. They're looking at us. They are watching our every move. They are watching how we interact with one another as adults. They are looking at what we're watching. They're looking at whatever we're doing, and they are following suit. They're listening. What they call kids little parrots. They do everything that you do. They say everything that you say. Make sure that you are doing the best that you can to show them how to be a healthy person going forward. What we can do now is take care of ourselves. Think about that. Let's take care of ourselves. Let's replenish ourselves. Let's pour into ourselves so that we have enough that we are not drained when it does come time to focus on ourselves. Because we are so giving. We are doing everything for the kids. We're doing everything for the household. And the last person on the list is usually ourselves. So we have to take some time and have a self-care day. Go to the masseuse, go to the spa, get a facial, get your hair done, get your nails done. All the things that you need for yourself to feel better about yourself and to feel like you're taking care of yourself too. Do it. But here's some tips. I just wanted to share this with you.
As somebody's mama, please stop letting people make you feel like prioritizing your needs over theirs is some form of being selfish. When in reality, it's an essential part of you being the best version of yourself for your kids. So let's dive into a couple of self-care hacks that I implement as somebody's mama. The first thing I want you to do is schedule some me time. I don't care if it's just journaling, having a glass of tea, or just sitting in peace and quiet. Make sure you have that time set out for you. Number 2, learn how to say no without feeling guilty. If it does not serve you, just say no.
Learn how to say no without feeling guilty, moms. If it's a no, it's a no. End of the sentence. No. There's no explanation. What they say, no, period. That's what it is. You don't need to explain.
Number 3, simplify your routine. Use a planner to schedule out your daily tasks so you can set aside some time for yourself. And number 4, build a support group. Your village does not have to be your family, but it can also be your friends. And last but not least, please start celebrating your small wins and know that.
Yes, celebrate those small wins. I say it all the time. Even on my journey here on YouTube, I'm celebrating every single win that I have because those small wins stack up. Just celebrate every chance that you get as a mom, as a dad, as a parent, if you're watching this, whoever you are, celebrate all of your wins.
Getting through a tough day with a toddler is something worth celebrating. And since you stuck around, let me just say, celebrating your small wins does not have to cost you a fortune. Run you a nice little hot bath, burn a candle, and enjoy your nights.
Yes. As a mom, just take some time for yourself. I can't stress it enough. If not, you're going to be stressed. Like she said, burn a candle, sit somewhere in silence, journal, take a bath. If you can't leave the house and have a nice spa day, close that bathroom door and just take some time for yourself. Run a bath, play some light music, enjoy yourself. And if not that, when the kids go to sleep, watch your favorite show. Take some time. Make yourself a little snack, sit around, chill by yourself. Take some time for yourself. It could be the smallest things, but just make sure that you are replenishing, rejuvenating, recharging, whatever word you want to use. Do it for yourself. I just wanted to share those tips with you, moms and dads, if you're watching. Thank you so much for being here. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.